Hello students, this is Mr. Metelsky, and this video will be covering linear equation transformations. This will also help with the comparing linear equations assignment that you have. So when you're given the slope-intercept form of a linear equation, we have y equals mx plus b. Remember, the m value is the slope, and the b value is the y-intercept. Now, based on what you're given, sometimes the line can be moved in different ways in order to get a new line that's shifted either up, down, left, or right. So when we look at a line, and if we want to translate the line, which also means to slide the line, something is going to happen to the x and the b to help that be accomplished. So when you're looking at a translation, the y equals mx plus b will turn into this. X m times x plus h plus b plus v. And the h and the v represent horizontal and vertical shifts. So the h is horizontal and the v for vertical. Now there's certain rules. If the h value, that's right after the x, if the h value is positive, so h is greater than 0 or positive, you're going to shift left. If the h value is negative or less than 0, we shift right. If the v value for vertical is greater than 0, we shift up. And if it's less than 0, we shift down. Let's apply this to an example. Let's say that we've been told to shift y equals 1/2 x plus 3 2 units left and 5 down. So what we're going to do in order to accomplish a 2 unit to the left and a 5 unit down shift is we are going to use this form here, and we're going to insert the numbers in the pink spots where they belong. Now, we need to keep in mind, if it's 2 units to the left, shift left means a positive h value. So our h value will be positive 2. 5 down, shifting down, is less than 0, so it's negative. So 5 down, the v would be negative 5. We're going to take that information now, and we're going to plug it into this form. So I'll rewrite that just so we have it. Y equals m times the quantity of x plus h plus the quantity of b plus v. Now, the m value, the slope, we can steal from the original equation because the slope in the original equation was 1/2. So this becomes y equals 1/2. X plus, well, our h is 2, so we can write x plus 2 plus b and then plus v. b is negative, so we can just write this, instead of plus and negative, we can just write minus 5. So b minus 5. Now, keep in mind, the b value is the original slope, or is the original y-intercept. So this was our m, this was our b. So we can actually replace the b here with the 3. Could have done that right away. So now we simplify and make sure that we keep y by itself. So y equals, so we can distribute this 1/2. So 1/2 times x is 1/2 x. And 1/2 times 2 is 1. And then plus the parentheses, 3 minus 5 is negative 2. And we can combine 1 and negative 2. So our final answer becomes 1/2 x minus 1. So this is the new equation of the line. That is 2 units to the left and 5 units down. Okay. Now, sometimes you might be asked to take the original y equals mx plus b and perform either a rotation or a reflection. So when you are asked to do that, what you first want to do is identify the rule in terms of the coordinates, the notation that you are looking for. So this is where you would want to go to your handy page and look at the rules for reflections and rotations. And depending on what it tells you to do, you will look at the notation and then perform whatever it tells you to. So let's go over an example of that. So let's say that our goal is to rotate y equals 3x minus 1, 90 degrees counterclockwise. So rotate this equation 90 degrees counterclockwise. So if we look at our page, 90 degrees counterclockwise rotation would be this one here on the right, and that takes xy and it turns it into negative yx. So let's write that down. xy goes to negative yx. So what we do is we put this first part here, which is the new x value, which is just the opposite of y, we plug it in where the old x value was. And we take the new output value, or the new y value, which is the old x, and we plug it in here. Basically what we do is, instead of y, we write the x, then 3 times x, but x is now negative y, so 3 times negative y minus 1. So that can be a little tricky there. We're basically taking the new rule. The first part is the x coordinate, the second part is the y coordinate, even though it's given by negative y for the x. So the negative y goes where the old x was here, and the x goes where the old y was here. And then we solve for the y. So in order to do that, I'm going to first multiply 3 times negative y. That's negative 3y minus 1. And we need to do some manipulating here, so we're going to add 1 to both sides. So this cancels, and we're left with x plus 1 equals negative 3y. And our last step will be to divide by negative 3 on both sides to get the y by itself. So this turns into y equals, technically there's a 1 in front of the x here, so we can make this negative 1/3 x minus 1/3. So this negative 3 divides, 1 divided by negative 3 is negative 1/3. 1 divided by negative 3 is negative 1/3. So this now is our new equation of a line that takes this, rotates it 90 degrees counterclockwise. And this works, this strategy works for any rotation or reflection, because in both rotations and reflections, you're using this type of rule where you're taking the amounts, the original amounts, and then changing them in some way. So then we need to change the equation in that same way. So once you plug in, you'll always end up solving for y to get your new equation. All right, good luck as you're working, and as always, if you need any help, I'm always happy to be there for you. All right, take care.